I know that the bar closed at 11. I hope you never finished that beer. You know all the words just like in heaven. And I know he wrote them now that you're standing right here. Oh, when I was bored in bed and stalked you on the internet, it's feminine intuition, 'cause I always had a vision of us standing like this, or rest up in the bathroom line, you're looking like an angel on the walls of her silence, most alive I've ever been, but kiss me and I might drop dead. Wait, what's that? If you let me stay the night, well, I think I might just have to stay forever. Pisces and the Gemini, but I think we might go really nice together. If you let me stay the night, well, I think I might just have to stay forever. Oh shit! Kiss me and I might. Kiss me and I might drop dead. The fuck is that? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Okay, I'm gonna sing it back. No. No. Get off. I know that the bar closes at 11. I keep Looking like an angel on the walls of where silence memories of life I've been. But kiss me and I might drop dead. Stalk you on the internet is random inspirations. 'Cause I was had visions always standing like this. Pressed up all in better wine. You're looking like an angel on the walls of her silence. The most alive ever been. But kiss me and I'm Isis and the Gemini. Bored in bed and stalk you on me and cramming into situations. 'Cause I always have visions of a stay like this, all pressed up in the bathroom line. You're looking like an angel on the walls of her silence. One life I've ever been, but kiss me and I might. Kiss me and I might. Kiss me and I might drop dead. Pisces and Gemini, but I think I might be really nice to you. मैया की ओरे नाही फागन के ओरे मोहे कुछ Hello, I'm doing great.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon. Oh, friend zone. Ow! Stop climbing me.
Um negócio bem tomando.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Suspense dessa pra me dar um carregador. Um negócio bem tomando.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Suspense dessa pra me dar um carregador. Um negócio bem tomando.
Oh shit! Oh, what the heck, y'all? Look what y'all did. Oh,
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god.
damn! Sadie?
Suspense dessa pra me dar um carregador. Um negócio bem tomando.
Give me a moment. Jeff, donate first. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, I donated for Mini, but I can change. Can I change? Yeah, sure. I'm not even start your question. I mean, I'm not even start your readings. But first, I will go to Jeff. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Can be my teachers, and I can be your own. Na, 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 na. You could be my healer. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Wow, I think I should watch this.
What if the thing you've been praying for isn't far away at all? What if the marriage you cried over?
How does Evan feel about it? I didn't receive any donations from Jane. Yeah, I only received donations from Jeff, but not Jane. Interesting. But anyway, Jeff. I just received your £1, 1.1, no, 0.01 pound. And based on the questions that you ask, don't do those shit. So, just so you know, I don't give this kind of question. I mean, give this kind of readings because I don't believe those stuff. I believe in God. So, yeah, you can change your other question, please, because I don't do those shit. I don't give a shit. So. Yeah, you guys know me. But yeah, I don't receive your. I don't know if you donate, but I only received this 0.01 pound, and that's it. And I don't take this kind of question. Just have to remember reuse for that. That's all. Give me a moment, Jeff. Mm-hmm. Liu. Am I buffering a lot? Let me know, guys, if I'm buffering a lot too. Okay, thank you, Jim. Okay. I can see right now Every seems like don't want to have any problem with you. I have the card says Heartbroken, Axe, and the Grim Reaper. So yeah, basically I can see he wanting to having a great or having a good connections. Okay. Yeah, he don't want to have any drama. He don't want to have any problem, between you both. He just want to have like a good time together. He wanting to things to be okay here. I can see that. I can see right now this guy seems like think about you too. Okay, I think I also have this kind of I don't know if you talk with someone, okay? He could might be seeing you talking with someone and he have that kind of a thought. What is the relationship between you and that person? Like, do you guys that close? Like, do you guys have something? Or could might be also like been wondering if you are single or not. That is like an assumption. Because I have the card says the snake, which just talks about like, the other person. Someone's like lying. It can be also talks about like lying around. Like I can see something about like he looking for a clarity here from you too. I don't know what kind of clarity is that, but I do see he wants some clarity. Something like I kind of like want you to tell me the truth, like what's going on, like what actually probably what is your relationship with that person, or maybe you could might be also maybe you the one that have this kind of thought, and maybe he's questioning himself, like why suddenly Jeff acting in that way, why suddenly Jack being distant, why suddenly Jack is not sorry why suddenly Jeff is not like like before, why like questioning. That can be too. um I do see also that, like, in his perspective. Okay. um in his perspective, I can see also that um maybe also he kind of like seeing you starting to love yourself. I have the card says love. Okay. This love can be talked about unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passions, affection, attraction. Okay. So basically this card can be talked about, maybe like he can see you are focusing yourself a lot more. Or it also can be like ego. Maybe he sees you being distant, you just start focusing to yourself, and then he kind of like understand that can be too. Or this also can be talks about like, I still feel attracted to you. That can be too, and looking forward for a reunion too. Maybe I can see he's right now waiting for you, maybe like waiting for you to come, to come towards him. A lot of this reading, a lot of talks about a lot talks about like reunion, and also self-love or focusing yourself. That can be too. Maybe he understand, maybe you, the reason why you being distance, probably you want to focus yourself. But in another word also can be talks about like, I feel attracted to you still, I still wanting to make things okay between us, even though like we kind of like maybe being distance or something. Okay. A lot of in this reading talks about union, so I can see he's waiting for you to come back if you are being distant. Okay. Or maybe if he's the one that being distant, I can see he's looking for the time to reunite back here. That can be too, because as I said, I can see he really don't want to have any drama or have any misunderstanding or having a problem with you too. I don't see, he don't want that. All he wanted, actually just wanting to having a great times around with you, because he knows you are a nice guy. And he's looking forward to having like maybe like a new beginnings around, or restart over. That can be too. I have a questions about this karmic relationship. I think this card keeps coming in your reading when it comes to him, like something's triggered, or maybe also this connections become turmoil state, right? So yeah, he quite understand, or he wanting you to understand. That can be too. But I can see he's looking forward for having a great time, or like having a good communications around too. All right. That's what I see. I don't think he's kind of like pushing you away at some point. I don't see that. Zoe, I paid before the last question. Check the dates, but I sent last PayPal to change. Zoe, I paid before the last question. When? This is my second live stream. I don't know if you donate from the first live stream that I did this morning. But let me check. I didn't check on PayPal, so I don't know. I'll be right back. I don't know if you donate from the previous, so because my phone's off, so the history, I don't get notifications after. So give me a moment. Now I receive another questions from Jeff. was the first live stream, but you ended it this morning. Oh, my previous wait. Okay. Let me check. Oh, you did. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get notification actually. My phone died. That's why. You. Yes, you did. This morning. My morning. Your morning too. Okay. Yeah, I did receive. It's supposed to be the first. But anyway, we can post your questions now. Miss, I told you that I don't do that kind of readings. The question that you just sent me. No, I don't. This kind of questions about the goddess from where to where, I don't do that. Spells, black magic, all those stuff, I don't do that. Ancestry, you guys already know all this stuff, right? So I don't do those. No, I don't believe on that, and I don't want to believe on it, and I don't even want to read about, give a reading about it. So oh no. Oh, did you guys already watch Euphoria? The third one. Doing it all for us. Doing it all. Doing it all for us. Oh. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Doing it all. Na-na-na-na-na. Da-da-da-da. Money in my head. Euphoria is good, but a lot of sex scene. It's crazy. What type of realization has every had about? You will be after Jane, okay? Don't worry. Na 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 na. You'll be after Jane. Sisters, brothers. Okay. I will try my best to answer this kind of question. I don't think I did, but I think this one can be. Is there any? Sisters, brothers. Da 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 da. All right, let's see. I try my best to answer this kind of question. I don't think I did. I think yeah, I can do that, but that will be my homemade card, but yeah, I don't give homemade card for meaning. I think you're asking the wrong person though. I don't do all this stuff. Usually just money, career, advice probably. Do I have that kind of card? I don't think so. But I will, try my best. Alright, to improve your feminine. Feminine? Femininity. Alright. Okay. 2468. Okay. Well, as I said, I will try my best to answer this type of question. I don't think I did ever. I don't think I ever done this before. So, bear with me. Anyway, so I assume that this kind of question is just like giving advice, to be honest, like how to improve yourself. Um, Basically, I can see that like you might be a type of person that don't even like something about lack of energy here. Okay, like sleep is very important here. Why I'm saying that, because I have the card says sweet dreams. So from what I see in this card, it also can be talked about like you need to improve your sleep, okay, so that you could maybe rest, so you can rest well, okay. Well, I would say it kind of like makes sense at the same time, because we can actually talk about energy here. So we can, if we kind of like lack of sleeping and stuff, right? Yeah, if we lack of sleeping, probably we're tired. So if we are tired, we will be grumpy, and we will be like, not gonna have that kind of like it will bring like a bad day for us, isn't it? Like for example, you lack of sleeping, right? You sleep at 5, for example, okay. You sleep at 5 a.m. and then you woke up probably at 8, so you have a lack of you have a lack of, what's that called, you really lack, sorry, you really lack of sleeping there in it. So how you want that, how you wanting to have that kind of aura farming, right? Let me talk like a alpha, what's that called, gen alpha. Anyway, like how do you want to have that kind of like aura forming if you lack of sleeping in it? We talk about aura. I think this feminism and all those stuff, it doesn't mean about like feminism. I would say like including all the type of like masculinity and whatever you want to call, but I feel like energy, if you really do want to have like a good energies around you, sleep is a very important, right? Sleeping is a very important here. And I can see also that like how to improve yourself, you need to cut off like that kind of a mindset to differentiating yourself to other people, meaning to say that like you have to trust yourself in it. Okay, you need to, your hearts of actually like wanting you to trust yourself, trust your journey, or trust your decisions at the same time. Like what actually your hearts are wanting to tell you here, that you kind of like looking forward for maybe somebody's opinion and stuff. You have your own opinion and you listen to other opinion, but your opinions is your opinion or your decisions is quite better than other people. So that things, basically I feel that can be talked about like that's the thing that I'm trying to tell you, that you need to trust yourself, trust whatever that you wanting to do for yourself. Like if you kind of like wanting, do not listen to other people, maybe including myself too, right? Like if you kind of like, for example, if you wanting to, you grown up woman, you are beautiful, right? You grown up woman, you are beautiful, and then of course you need to, if you kind of like maybe you wanting to wearing something sexy, something hot, you wanting to put some makeup, or you wanting to put a filler, any filler in your body, do it. Okay, do it, but you must to trust yourself that you can make that, you whatever that you decide for it, it's still okay. Like you don't need to ask other opinion if you can't, because like I feel like, yeah, I can see that other opinion seems like really change your mind. It does like makes your self-esteem. Okay, now I know, maybe this also can be talked about. Self-esteem needs to be improved. Okay, self-esteem needs to be improved. So another thing also, affirmations is a very very important. Okay, affirmation, I would say, yeah, of course, affirmation, meditation. Okay, I think this meditation is quite clear at the same time, because I have the card says clear energy here. So I don't know what was, I'm sorry, I don't know when was the last time you cleansing yourself. Cleansing your energies is quite important too. Maybe you're tapping too much energies before. Maybe you need some like like flower bath. You know what I mean? Maybe like that kind of like rose. I do believe on that though. Okay, I do believe on those stuff. Like if you wanting to improve your aura. So basically, in your reading, it's actually more talks about aura. If you wanting to improve your feminism, okay, like I don't think it's like we're just wearing a makeup, wearing makeup and stuff is kind of like that is the thing. No, it's when people can be attracted to you, but when they sees you, but when they kind of like closer to you, they will be like they will be like push them away from you. You know what I mean? So basically, I can see that like this is not talks about appearance. This is actually more talks about energy, and again talks about energy. So yeah, you should like, of course you should like cleansing yourself. Maybe cleanse doesn't matter about yourself, but probably surrounding yourself as well. Like you need to cleanse yourself. So meditation, okay, meditation and affirmations, of course, is this things is very important. I have the card says right here, it says about ceremony, mystery, or magic, but I don't believe those stuff, right? So anyway, maybe also this can be talked about ritual. I don't know what type of ritual. Don't ask me. Okay, do not ask me. As I said, I'm not an expert like people to ask me this kind of question, but I feel that yeah, I feel that like maybe some ritual also is very important. Maybe, I don't know, like that, the things that you asked just now, the second questions, this, before this one, maybe related to that. I think you, if you kind of like believe on those stuff, I think you should, do that kind of like ritual. So I feel that, like, yeah, this one is very important. And also your higher self wanting you to exploring, though. Okay, maybe like asking you to explore a new thing so that it helps for your, it helps, it again talks about self-esteem, or confident, or whatever you want to call. So exploring a new things. Okay, learn something. I think that, like, your heart self wanting to tell you what the reason why your heart self asking you this one, because you don't believe on yourself. You don't believe on something new. Your mind keeps stuck in, like, probably in the 80th century. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean, though? Like, you're still stuck in your mind's still stuck in World War II. Do you get what I mean, though? Like, you're still stuck on that, but or it could maybe also talks about, like, maybe it's stuck. Maybe you're still stuck because, like, or you don't have that kind of a confident, like, to change yourself, probably because definitely people, your the people that you are, the people that you were surrounded with, those people is always, they kind of like still, narrow minded, like close minded. They can't even, they don't even have that kind of like, they don't even like believe themselves, like, to try something new. For example, if you wanting to become a famous, you could might be wanting to change yourself on something. Do it, but maybe your other maybe your friends or your family said, no, don't do that. Okay, don't do that, because this everything's are risky. Just so you guys know that if you're wanting to change yourself, and or trying to, like, try something new, right? Of course you have to believe yourself, though. Do not, like, let other people to decide whatever you wanted to do into your life. So trying, okay, attention. I have the attentions card is here. So it's actually your heart one asking you to try yourself. Try to do it. Okay, try to do it. If you really still not feel comfortable, do another thing. But don't stop, though. Okay, so yeah, adventure or exploring is a very important too. And also, like, do not trust people that easily. Okay, I have the card says third wheel. Maybe this card can be indicates about, like, don't trust the third party. Okay, like, just do your own thing. What I'm trying to say is that, like, you do you. Okay, you do you. I think this third party is actually maybe the family, the lovers. Okay, maybe you want to become a doctor, but they said that no, you can't do that. Okay, or maybe you're wanting to go back to study, but they said no, you are old. That's close-minded. That's narrow-minded, isn't it? So if you're wanting to starting over, or wanting to go back to study, or you want to become a millionaire by things that you have, like plans that you have, do it. But the main thing I can see that in this reading is actually trust yourself. Believe in yourself. That is the most important. If you don't believe in yourself, you're definitely gonna stuck, though. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Though. That's what I'm saying. That you should, that is a very important for you. You should trust yourself. Do not let other people to control you. Okay. Do not let other people. You can listen to them. Okay. You can listen to them, but if you think that is still not that great kind of like opinion from them, then don't. Maybe you wanting to, I'm just give you an example. Maybe you wanting to jump from the cliff of Moher. That's stupid, isn't it? Of course, like, you have to listen to your friends, but if it's like something good, I would say, then do it. Something good for yourself, for your own good, for your future, then do it. Right? That's what I see. That's why I asked the question. Yeah, that's so true. Your energy is pretty like lacking of energies. Okay, that when you're lack of energy, your mind definitely will be like everywhere. You feel like you live in an aquarium though. Like everything's so slow. So no problem. I hope that helps. I don't know. I'm not. It says I'm really not good at this kind of like readings, but I hope that helps. I hope it helps a lot. Yeah. All right, Jeff. Post your questions. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Thank you for trusting me. All right, Jeff. Can you pose your questions? What type of realization, wake up call has every had from me? Questions to all of you guys here. Is it still cold where you from or hot? Like I know it's a springtime, right? But is it cold still or pretty hot or warm? What type of realizations or wake up call has every had from Jeff? Who's biting this? It's a little chilly and then it's warm up here. How many degrees Celsius? Then it will be hot for a few days and then back chill again. What is that? What is reassurance means again? Reassurance. Reassurance. Yeah, reassurance. 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 Okay. Reassurance. Reassurance. It keeps talking of encouragement. Encouragement. Okay. I have a question to you back, Jeff. Does he know that you are bisexual? It seems like that one is kind of like make him confused, to be honest. If you are straight or if you are, bisexual. But this is what I see. The wake up call, realization. It's more talks about the that kind of like bonding. Like you valuing him. How to say like. I think that is the main thing. What he realized about you. I have the courses daydream and loss and justice. So basically, I can see this guy. He, even though sometimes he treating you bad, right? Or sometimes like he's being cold tempered, have a tempered or cold blooded towards you, but you still like open your arms, open your open yourself, towards him, like still accepting him when he's when he's coming back or reunite with you, like you meaning to in another word, I would say that you still stay positive here, you still being optimist towards him, even though he kind of like maybe sometimes treating you with trash. Okay, you still like I still see that you treating him fairly. Okay, you treating him like fair, like how to say, like because I have the cards as justice, you like something about neutral, something about like balance, you still like, that's why I said like welcoming, you still care about him. Okay, even though there's a lot of challenge, this challenge card next to this card is promise, which is talks about like it's promise is more talks about like a confirmation, like it's a confirmation that like even though a lot of challenge that being true, that you guys kind of like going through around, you're not like pushing him away. He feels that like, okay, if I'm treating this to other people, they will be like just walk away. But I can see Jeff, he's still being, he's still like try to be around me, try to support me. I kind of like looking for that. Okay, and I can see also that like you does makes his confident level, like something about restore confidence. Okay, through your comfort, to your word of comfort, or you really like encouraging him also like to do something that he never did maybe before. That's the reassurance that I'm talking about. Like you give that kind of like, you reassure him, like you kind of like make sure him to to trust, maybe to trust himself. So basically like he feels this, I think that he's the type of person that don't believe in, don't believe on people, right? Like he don't believe on people. So basically like he's starting to trust you, probably. Okay, like he's starting to trust you because you give that kind of, again, reassurance. I don't know if I'm saying it right, like the sentence, it's put that word in the sentence, but anyway, yeah, you don't, I can see that you pretty calming. Okay, you're pretty calm. I have the card says fury here. Okay, fury and introvert. So you push that things out, right? You push you kind of like you don't. It's like you're not mad at him. I can see also like sometimes you feel guilty on himself because you not being too emotional, too much emotionals on him, like putting a lot of emotionals on him, like maybe stress, like, or like feeling mad and stuff. Okay, so I feel the connections of friendships is quite it's quite strong here, even though sometimes maybe he taking it for granted, he take it for granted. Some, even though some, and I can see also that like he's realized also, maybe he realized that have put ego is kind of like destroying him, right? Like the ego on him, if you have a high ego, that is he feels that is kind of like destroying his reputation, or destroy himself. Okay, like somebody's being too prideful or have that kind of egoistic, that ruin him. So I can see that like you're not put yourself on that part. And I can see he realized that I think I should control this. I think I should control myself, so that like people not gonna be like pushing me away, or they pull themselves, or I mean like they walk away from me. I do see he does realize on those stuff. All right, and I can see also that like he feels when he being around with you too, he feels that like a lot of like a good things, like things like, so I don't know why I feel that like he feel when you are around, you could might be like bring luck on him too. Okay, like because I have the card says miracle, so probably this card can be talks about you bring miracles, or you bring luck in his life. Okay, so yeah, that's what I see. I feel like yeah, the connections of friendships is it's strong here in this reading. Okay, I'm gonna give you romantic fairy. All right, first card for Jeff. Life partner, your romance is stable and ready to go to the distance. The second card says best friend. Friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Is that my cousin's texting me? The third card says honest communication. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. The fourth card says holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. The fifth card says guided steps to great love. Follow the path of ascension. So the bottom of the deck, it says physical connection, the sacred union of bodies, two becoming one. The second card from the bottom of the deck, it says healing connection. Your romance will transform your life. The third card, it says responsibilities. Romance interrupted. Duty comes first. Duties comes first, it says. All right, Jeff Jeff. I think you don't need any other questions. But I will be buffering a bit, so give me a moment. Just pose your question. I received your third question though. Just pose your question, but I'll be back. Give me like maybe 5 minutes. Wait, I need to. All right, I'm back. Am I good now? Hello? I'm gonna watch Euphoria again after this. Anyway, what is every next section? Okay, every next section. All right. I want just someone to talk with you though. I don't know who that is. Let's use this one. Prism. Tap into your intuition with the magic of color. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Okay, what is it? Okay. Right back, wait. All right. I'm back. I do see that kind of like selfish type of energies, from him here. A lot of talks about protection or control, protecting himself, control. Okay. Well, I won't see him no more until Monday. What does that mean? You want to see him no more? Oh, you're not gonna see him until Monday? Is that what you mean? Okay. I will not see him until Monday after our show. I will not see him until Monday after our show. Is it because of the schedule? Okay. Yeah. A lot of protection, marinate commitment. Anyway, I don't know if this indicates slow, like slow type of energy. Like probably like, okay, it will be slow probably. Like, okay, this because maybe to focus on other things, right? To focus on like the on third party or third interference. So, which is the reason why also it's slow. Meaning to say, like, may probably focus on other things. Okay, maybe partners. It can be too. Okay, so his energy towards you, I can see slow. All right, since I see a lot of protections cards. So this protection can we talk about like control. So, yeah, that indicates the slow. Anyway, but I can see also like maybe he will coming towards you probably not once in a lifetime. I mean, like once in another time, probably like maybe once or twice in a week probably, or maybe every day, but it's not as like as much as before probably. But as I said, but sorry, but I see that like he will bring a lot more balance though when he is coming towards you. Even though that like maybe you guys have no time, have no times to talk around, but I do see he's still like being open here, like to talking around with you, because he knows that like when I'm being around with Jeff, I always find peace, or I always feel relaxed here. Like, talking around with him is like makes me sorry. Talking around with him makes me like, if I'm stressed, I feel better, when I'm around Jeff. Okay. Since I have the card says magic, okay, maybe this can be talked about like surprise, probably, or it happened. Something about like, okay, it just happened when he's coming towards you. It's kind of maybe like pretty surprising, like maybe out of nowhere he's coming towards you, or like go with the flow. If we have time, we talk. If we don't have time, then what can I do, right? I do see he will stop not talking with you. Do you get me? Like he will. I do see he will be stop distancing himself from you. So basically I can see in the future he will like open up, open himself, or open himself more towards you, even though there is no time. But I can see you feel disappointed, okay, because you already compromise or considering on something that, okay, maybe we don't have time. Your attitude, um your attitude is like that, I feel disappointed. I feel disappointed with your attitude and stuff, but I still considering it. And I can see also he could might be gonna ask your help, or maybe he gonna helping you. But maybe this whole compromise card can be talks about him. Maybe he will be compromising here, when it comes to you, like lowering his ego. Try not to be snob, or try not to be being shit around. I can see that, but for some reason I can not restriction. I don't think like he restricting himself. It's just that like maybe you both have no time a lot, which is the reason why the protection, okay, protections card, commitment, marinate card is here. It's not that because of it, it also can be talked about because of other commitment, right? Because of other commitments is control me, makes me don't have a lot of time, a lot more times with you. So um I can see he really hoping also you kind of like having a great time, like feeling better, or feeling, feel good, even though when he is not around. But I can see he's yeah, I still see he stay positive here, right? He still like stay positive here around you. I have a card says consistency. Okay, consistency card is here and withdrawal card is here. So I think this is can be talked about his consistency, like to stay the conversation, or to stay whatever it is. Okay. Yeah, even though not too consistent from him, to be around with you, but he really hope that you're still not going to, cut him off from your life, because he doesn't. Okay, he's not going to like cut yourself from his life. He still, I can still see that like he still needs you though. All right, that's what I see. Thank you, Jeff, for your donation. Today is busy and a lot of has changed on the job this week too. That means he care. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, he does. Very positive, yes. Very, very positive. He still care about this connection. I can see that. I can see he's a type of person that not believe on other people, but I can see he's starting to believe on you, that you are not fake. You're not using him around. You're not like creepy or friends that taking benefits on him. So basically like he still sees you one of a very, not very, I mean like he still see that you are very closest friend, or positive person, or important person in his life. Yeah, actually, probably, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Thank you, Jeff, for your donation. Really appreciate it. Have a great day. Thank you to you back.